Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I have my Kill a Kit video for the Hip Kit Club for October. I made 11 layouts. Holy crap, I don't know if I've ever made that many with just one kit, and all I got was the main kit and 2 extra sheets of paper, and that's literally it. And I made 11 holy crap pages. I'm like, what? I did bring in a little bit of cardstock just because I didn't get a cardstock out on, so I pulled a couple sheets out of my stash. But other than that, literally, like, oh my gosh, I'm in awe. So I'm going to show you the pages real quick what I made. I do have process videos for all of these, so if you see one that you want to take a closer look at, or you haven't watched the process video yet, look back in my channel, and they will be in there underneath their names. And I'll show you what I have left, and then I'll tell you where I'm going from there. So this was the first one that I made about TV shows that I have been enjoying as of lately. That one. This one is a pretty picture of my girls, so I took advantage of all the girly floral stuff in the kit and made it very girly and florally and pink. This one is us saying goodbye to our best friends in Tucson right before both of our families moved away. This one is a great picture of my husband and my daughters. And this was for the online crop that they did. This was one of the challenges to use up a whole bunch of die cuts, so I did little die cut clusters and embellishment clusters all over the page. And I also used this die cut, it's in the video, but I used this one. This was like a brown wood grain, and I placed it randomly and used Heidi Swapp Gold Lame Mist all over it, so the images are there. You can barely see because it's shining off my light because it's the gold lame, so it's very shiny. But that's a good angle. There you go. You can see the negative images there. And then I used the mask there. That's a good one. This one is just a fun picture that we had at one of our family photo sessions that a friend of mine did. Just a fun little picture. Josh is holding Layla upside down. Kaylin's hanging on to me. Oh, she looks like a baby. Oh my gosh. She's almost 7 now, so it's like, what? It's crazy. This was also for one of the online crop challenges. It was a sketch. So I made this one based off a sketch that they provided. This was another online challenge one. I made, gosh, I think 6 of these layouts came from the challenge. That was pretty awesome. This was to use fall colors, and I pulled in this orange cardstock that did not come in the kit. And then a couple like little wood veneers there, and this flower, all that didn't come in the kit, but I pulled those in. But everything else was. Super cute. And this is from the same photo shoot that the previous one was, and this is Layla walking away. We were supposed to be sitting all back here. She sat for about 5 seconds and she's like, okay, I'm done. So she gets up and starts walking away, and my friend snapped that picture, and I just love it. I love that she's in focus and we're not. So. This is my husband at the Sam Adams Brewery in Boston. He got to go in 2009 with his training class when he was in training to be a navigator for the Air Force. This was also a challenge. If you watch this video, I'm laughing at myself because it was a mixed media challenge, and I'm not big into mixed media. You know, I can paint every so often, but like watercolors and gesso and all that stuff, I just, I don't know. It's beautiful when I look at other people do it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. But when it comes to me doing it, I think it just intimidates me too much. So I'm like, I'll stick with what I know that I can do. But I had a stamp, and I stamped with paint, and it was okay. I like the page, so I like how subtle it is. It's not like bang in your face, but that's about as mixed media as I got. So I was like, I don't even think that counts, but I did it anyway. This one was another challenge, and this was a recipe. So I had all the details in my processing video, but I used all the elements that they told us to use. And I love this pink feather paper, and I didn't want to cut it all up and stuff, so I used it as a background. And I kept everything kind of central so that you could really see the feathers around there as well. I didn't want to cover them up too much. That one. And this one was not for a challenge. This one was just something I made. This is Layla hanging on to Josh one weekend when he was home from training. He was home for a weekend, and she was so happy to see him. She literally clung onto him, and he walked around the house like that for a few minutes. She was just literally hanging on him like a monkey. It was so funny. That. This one was for a challenge, and this one was a mood board. So they posted a mood board, and it had a lot of black and white and pink floral and gold in it. So I did that one here. This is the one, if you watch my video, I misspelled Annabelle's name, so I corrected it. I left this A out for some reason, and I didn't realize it until I had posted it on the Facebook page already. I was like, ah, crap. I spelled her name wrong, so I fixed it, and then I promptly apologized to her and gave her lots of treats. So, all done. That one. And this was my last one, and this one is, I love it. It is very busy though, because I actually used this cut apart paper from Maggie Holmes. That's the other side of it, and then this side is a cut apart as well, and I used it as my background. And that is risky because it's very, very busy. You know, like it looks almost like this on the other side, and I used it for a background, but I used this paper here, and then this chevron paper was a strip that I had still, and I inked it so that it kind of showed, you know, a little bit of a separation there. And then I actually did cover up a couple little things here because they were very dark, and I didn't want a ton of dark on here. So I put these things on there to cover it up, and then I'm journaling on 2 of the cutouts. And yeah, I do really like the way it turned out. It is a lot for your eye. But I do like it. I wouldn't want all my pages to be this busy, but I do like it. Okay, so those are all the pages I made. I am super happy, and those I think are some of the best pages I've made in a long time as well. Just the product alone. I mean, this kit had amazing things. That open book collection by Maggie Holmes and crepe paper is like, oh, I'm gonna dream about that. I loved it very much. Very pretty, very dreamy, and a lot of the Ellie Studio stuff was really nice too. So good mix, good job, Kimberly. Okay, so all I have left, these gold thickers were from Open Book, and I have 2 left, Me and Memories. I'm actually gonna stick those with my December daily, because I'll definitely use the Memories up, and then I'll figure out something for the Me. We'll see. I'll put it somewhere. I have a good amount of these thickers left still. I use these on every single layout, I think. And look at how many I still have left. So I'm gonna get a lot of use out of those. I'm gonna keep those handy. I still have some of these. I used a whole bunch of these word stickers here, and then I have still a good amount of these cork little, they're almost like the mini market, the October afternoon mini market stickers, you know, just little letter stickers. That's what they remind me of. These are just a couple of the cut apart things left over from that crepe paper that I had cut apart before, so I have a few things here still that I can throw onto some random layouts. I kept these 2 little border strips, or the branding strips from a couple of the papers, just because I liked these leaves. Those would be good for like fall weather or something. And then this one has numbers on it, which is kind of cool. And then the other side has that blue background. So if I just cut the Ellie Studio part off of it, I would have just one little narrow strip of this blue that I like. So I'll use one side of that, we'll see. And then for this die cut package, this is the Maggie Holmes Open Book die cut package that had 81 pieces, and I now have left, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 pieces left out of 81. So I used the crap out of this thing. I really, really did. Super happy about that. So I'm going to try to get these used up here as well. I'll probably put this jackalope in with my December stuff, maybe even the deer head. Because we live in New Mexico, we don't have a ton of wildlife like this here. Our wildlife is like spiders and weird bugs that we don't know what they are. So that kit is killed. So I'm gonna work this stuff into my stash and keep some of it handy so I can go ahead and use it up. And then, yeah, super happy. I loved that kit. I'm so happy I subscribed, and now I can't wait for the November one. The November one is gonna be actually Christmas themed. Kimberly said she does her holiday stuff in November, so that it kind of gives you a little bit of time to get your stuff together and kind of figure out what you want to do. So that'll be fun. So I'll have to see how I'm going to work that into my everyday scrapbooking, or I might have to just save it for Christmas. I'll have to see how much actual Christmas stuff is in it, because I didn't get the December daily kit from them. I'm just getting the November kit. So I'm going to see how that goes, but I'm excited to get it. It's really cute. So I have been posting these layouts instead of the Studio Calico layouts because I was getting behind on my Studio Calico stuff. I try to post those every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I started using this kit, and then a couple other little things came up that I was working on. And I went for about a week where I was not feeling very good, so I didn't really do I cannot talk. I didn't do much scrapping for about a week because I just wasn't feeling very well. So I have my Studio Calico Poet Society kit ready. I have my picture selection video done. So it's all sitting there waiting for me to just get started. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. And I'm going to start doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday again for Studio Calico. So I'm doing the Poet Society because I wanted to work with a little bit of a newer kit instead of working with another old one. So I'm going to work through that one, and then I'm going to go back and do an old one again. And that will be Antiquary, will be the next one after that, which is October from 2013. So that's my plan. That's my plan. I just got this kit and I had to like I had to make with it. And then they did the online crop, which helped me really, you know, I did 6 layouts from that. So most of my layouts came from the crop, which is awesome. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm gonna go start working on my Studio Calico so I can start getting those videos up and ready for you guys. And thanks for joining me, and I will see you again real soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye.